A lot of my older paintings are up there. And everybody that tries to get on that site has trouble getting on it, but you can get on it.
Okay.
You know, you have to look up art store.
And so you're on Facebook. How do people get a hold of you? Is email the best way?
Email's the best
Email,
way. Yeah.
and that's so they can get a hold of you that way, look at some of your paintings, and
I can send clips to people if they want to see them. Yeah.
Very cool.
I've got stuff on file. I don't really have that much photographed, which is interesting. I have actual hard copies.
Yeah.
I don't do a lot of digital stuff, really.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a big issue for me when people ask me for stuff like that.
I want to see.
Yeah, I used to go to Kinko's and beg somebody your age to do it for me. You know, would you please put this on a whatever, you know, JPEG. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
What kind of music do you play?
I play a lot of different kinds. I'm a songwriter. I do a lot of jazzy blues. I play here every once in a while, Starbucks, and with my trio. Playing tonight at the Sapphire Room.
Sweet.
Hawthorne. I used to be a hard rocker. I used to play like sort of punk rock, you know, a little bit. Played up in Seattle and Portland. But my interest has always been in melody and harmony, you know. So even if I'm playing loud or soft, I'm always trying to get in that zone.
Right.
You know, stay in that zone.
And you have a YouTube channel where people can see your music too, right?
Yeah, I got a bunch of YouTubes over the years. They've been kind of flying up. I put a couple up. Yeah, they're doing well. My first album, Right on the Marshland, somebody's put up a couple songs from that, which I thought was interesting, because that album's really old.
Yeah.
But it seems to have this longevity. I don't know why, but it does.
That's great.
Yeah.
What is your trio called?
The Lew Jones Trio.
The Lew Jones Trio?
Yeah, L-E-W. Yeah.
I guess, where do you want your art to take you? Do you want to focus more on your music in the future, art, or do you want to balance both?
Oh, the thing is, if I get into the art, it's such a subconscious, wonderful world to go to.
For sure.
It's much more fun than music in some ways. It's just a state of mind, you know. I'm really into what Picasso and Matisse were trying to do, you know, to keep pushing the boundaries, you know.
Right.
I do believe, I'm kind of provincial. I believe in the old masters, you know. I believe that anytime I do something abstract, I should be able to do something figurative just as good.
For sure.
I'm constantly doing that. I'm always thinking, until I can actually do a cat really well, I shouldn't deconstruct a cat until I can actually really do one well. You know? So I spend a lot of time working on my weaker side, because I have no problem doing abstract things for some reason.
Right.
But I try to mix the two, so that's what I've been working on. I haven't painted in the last 2 or 3 months. I've been so busy, but I have all these ideas in my head that I would like to work on. And part of it is, I just love color. I love working with color. I was just talking to somebody in one of my classes about the painting Guernica, which is Picasso. And they saw it. Did you see that? Did you get to see
I haven't seen it, no. But
she saw it somewhere. She saw it in Barcelona. She saw it in Spain. And we were talking. She just brought it up, and I said, "Oh my God, I'd give anything to see that painting."
Right. I studied it in an art class.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that kind of stuff to me is really amazingly cool.
Yeah.
And that's where art kind of trumps everything. And of course, art is like the first language, even predates music. And Chevet and the caves of Chevet, and there's the other ones, Lascaux. Those French cave paintings.
I don't know it.
They go back to the first thought, and that's what I find with the art. You can go back. You can try to go back literally with your own DNA and go back to the beginning somehow. And you can tap into it. It's really interesting. And the more you paint and the more you deconstruct, the more you start feeling good about just being in the now. It really pulls you into the now. You forget. It's dangerous if you try to have to pay bills and stuff. Mm-hmm. There's cyberspace, and then there's the subconscious art space. Art space is way out there because you can get so. It's a great place to be. You know, I'm not real interested in rendering perfect paintings. I'm much more interested in rendering perfect ideas. Kind of platonic in that way. You know.
I guess the last thing that I wanted to talk about was the gallery that I throw at my house. It's called 4th Effin' Friday. So we just had the second 4th Effin' Friday at my house on Friday. The third one will be coming up in March on the 27th. You're definitely invited to come check it out. Listen to the live music. There's going to be free food and booze, and we're going to paint on the walls, and
Very cool.
it's pretty crazy. But you are invited to show in the one in April, which I think is April 24th. I'll check on that and get back to you.
Okay.
But that'll be the fourth Effin' Friday, which will be pretty sweet.
I'll count it. All right.
And then if you want to do live painting or play some music, that's up to you. You're welcome to pretty much do whatever you want.
Music's probably better for me. You know, I have done a couple murals.
Yeah?
But I'm a little bit more intrinsic when I paint, you know what I mean? I'm amazed at some people, and I'm also a poet, so I don't really do slams either, you know what I mean? But I understand, some people are very good at that spontaneous thing.
Right.
But I'm pretty good with the guitar spontaneous. That's more I think that's my stronger
For sure.
place to be, yeah.
Do you have any last comments or questions, concerns?
No, I think it's great you're doing this, and I think it's, when I heard about you doing it, I thought I know a lot of people try to get on Art Beat and these things, you know, and these more Channel 10 kind of coverage and that sort of thing. I think what you're doing is more in line with what artists do. Most of the artists couldn't get in galleries. The great ones that we all worship now couldn't get in galleries. Cezanne was told he couldn't be in this gallery as long as this guy lived in the town that he lived in. I mean, that's how weird it is, you know. So this is a very good thing you're doing.
Thank you. I greatly appreciate that.
Because what you're encouraging is people to say, this is how I really think. This is what I really want to do. This isn't what you want to hear. And I really respect that. Because that's artistic.
Thank you.
In my opinion.
Yeah. This is the Art Life video blog, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Lew, for being here, meeting me here, showing off your work.
Thank you. Thank you.
We'll see you tomorrow.
All right.